Welcome back to Prime News on HLN. We are continuing the heart-wrenching story. We've shown you the video. Little Jean-Paul pleading for help as he's getting off a bus, and his father's waiting there because the father says he has custody. We've been talking to Jean-Paul's mom, Bernice Diaz, telling her story in a passionate, emotional way. And Bernice, thank you again for sharing your heart. And the way you're telling the story, I know it's difficult, but maybe we're catching some attention, and we can help find your son through all this. Her attorney, Miguel Ortiz, is with us as well. Miguel, how did he get the legal backing in court to get this court order so he could end up doing what he did?
Well, how the proceedings work, they call it ex parte, which means only one side goes to court and tell their side of the story. Of course, there is no one there to challenge anything that they're telling the court. And there was no one there to advise the judge that the documents that were presented, they were telling the wrong story. There was actually nowhere in those documents that they presented that it gave the father any type of custody. And those proceedings are very fast. It happens in an informal kind of way where the judge may ask some questions as to the validity of the documents. The judge will trust what the lawyer says. Lawyers, as an officers of the court, actually have to tell the truth.
Right.
That is how we believe it happened as to obtaining the order itself.
Okay. Let me bring in our reporter, Yami Virgin. I've been covering this for KABB TV. Thanks for your patience, by the way, Yami. The father's attorneys, what is their statement on this? Because we want to know, were they in on this, or were they duped as well, if indeed these are false documents?
Well, I've asked those questions also at the beginning. Of course, they haven't talked to us again. Their attorney did speak to us, and basically they say they're in the up and up. I can't say that the attorneys knew about this and did something wrong. I don't have any proof of that. Now, what I'm being told is that the paperwork that they got and the fact, and this was from the attorneys, the fact that he came to this country and did it in the court system proved to them that he was doing it for the right reasons, because he could have just come in and taken his child because he was legally his.
Okay.
That's what they told me.
As Yami points out, the father's attorneys have an attorney, and here's their statement, and we'll take a quick break. Here's the statement. On November 2nd, an evidentiary hearing concluded that a motion for sanctions requested by Bernice Diaz and her attorney Miguel Ortiz against attorneys Monig and Meade was denied, and that they had not acted improperly. So we'll pick up the conversation, and I know it can be kind of confusing, so we'll lay it out for you. We'll take calls, your questions, if you have any. The number 1-877-TEL-HLN.